Hi. So, Father's Day. JB Butters is having a sale. This is one of my favorite JB Butters. This is Tom Ford Fabulous. And this is fabulous. And this will be fabulous paired with any one of your fragrances. Also, it will be fabulous for a Father's Day gift. So, JB is having a sale. So what you got to do is you got to go to the website, subscribe to the website. Once you do that, you're going to receive a code. And that code will get you discounts site-wide on everything male or unisex only. No women's fragrances, male or unisex fragrances only. And here's the best part. You can still use code TREY5. The codes are stackable to get yourself $5 off. I think it's going to be something like multiple bundles, discounts on multiple bundles. If you buy so many, you're going to get an extra one for free or something like that. But go to the website, subscribe to the website, and get yourself some discounts. Again, the codes are stackable. Support this wonderful product. This is one of my secret weapons right here. This stuff helps extend the life of my fragrances and helps me get beautiful fragrance combinations that I absolutely love. So, all right, there you have it. JB Butters is having a sale. Get yourself some, get your dad some, or your significant other. All right, guys, peace. Oh, stay around for the video. There's a video coming. What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, It is your boy, Trey Sense. And we got a little bit of a review, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. Before we get into that, though, I need you to do something for me, man. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video. And if it's all right and it's not asking too much for me, I need you to sub to this channel and continue to check in and let me know where you're watching from. Big shout outs to South Africa. Big shout outs to Wisconsin. Big shout outs to Chicago. Those people are constantly checking in. Yonkers, New York, Memphis, Tennessee. You know, big shout out. Mobile, Montgomery, Alabama, Birmingham. Man, I greatly appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Mississippi is constantly checking in. Thank you. I greatly appreciate all the people who are watching my videos and tapping in, letting me know where you're watching from. So it's finally here. Seemed like it was going to take forever for June to get here and for the weather to finally start warming up consistently. Still not as humid in Alabama as it normally is this time of the year, but ain't nobody complaining about that. Normally this time of the year, you can look outside and see, yeah, here it is. Just sitting out there waiting. You can see the heat rising up off the asphalt, man. I promise, it's that thick. I know, I've been in Texas. It gets hot out there. I've been in Texas when it's 105 degrees. And it don't feel as hot in Texas at 105 as it does in Alabama at 89, 92, seriously, because of the humidity. And I know y'all got some thick humidity in Texas too, but it's different. So, I'll stop babbling. What we got for you today are 5 fragrances that I have in my collection that you may have in yours that will help you beat this summertime heat with longevity. These fragrances are absolutely great performers. They last a long time on your skin and they do exactly what they're supposed to do. No further ado. The first one I want to talk to you about is from the house of Dapper Fragrances, and it is their version of God of Fire, and it is a summertime staple. You see the levels on that. And this is a peach mango type of jam, and I like it. I like it. This fragrance has rocked with me every time I go on vacation. I take this, and this is a unisex fragrance. I'm pretty sure it's still available on his website over at Dapper. I don't see him discontinuing this one because I'm sure it's a great seller. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Whew, excuse me, man. Very strong, very potent, and it lasts a very, very, very long time. This was one of the first fragrances to come out with that new wave of men masculine fragrances that was using peach and mango and different types of fruits that normally would be considered feminine, but they took them and twisted them and did them in a masculine way, and it really, really works. And it's they're compliment getters. They honestly just work. But from the house of Dapper fragrances, it is God of Fire and great performance, 7 or 8 hours of longevity. It just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, and I absolutely love it. Next up on the list from the house of Nishane, it is Hacivat. Many people compare this to Creed Invictus. I definitely compare it to Creed Invictus and Cedroc Boise and other fragrances. This one may be the most pricey on the list, but now, is it a direct clone to Creed Invictus? No. Here's what my thoughts are on this fragrance. To me, this is a high quality example of other fragrances that are trying to smell like Creed Invictus. And is it a one-to-one clone? No, it's not. There's something about Creed Invictus that even though they've gotten close with the clones, they still haven't quite been able to capture it. So if you want Creed Invictus, you just have to buy Creed Invictus. Now, there's several fragrances that you can get that vibe from. Absolutely. And do I recommend those? Absolutely. Starting with the cheapest one on the list, which is Club de Nuit Man Intense. I 1000% recommend that fragrance. But if you're bougie and you don't want to wear that one, then wear this one. Again, is it a one-to-one? No, but it's going to give you the same vibe. You're going to get that bright, citrusy, birchy type of vibe. You know, that's what this fragrance screams. It screams, wear me in the hot, the heat, the warm weather. Now again, if you spray Invictus on one hand and Hacivat on the other, are you going to be able to tell them apart? Absolutely. Absolutely. You're 100% going to be able to smell the difference and tell them apart. If somebody didn't know and you said, and they asked you, what are you wearing? And you told them Creed Invictus, they would not know. Like, nobody's going to smell this on you and go, wow, you're wearing Hacivat. But nobody's ever said that about Creed Invictus either. So that's why when I talk about certain fragrances and I compare them, I always talk about the same thing, that vibe. Because people, it is so hard to tell. And the reason for that is because everybody's different. Everybody sprays on a different amount. Everybody's chemistry is different. Everybody's skin routine is different. Everybody's hygiene routine is different. Hydration is different. So no fragrances are going to perform the same off of everybody anyway. But I'm going to tell you, that God of Fire is kicking right now. It smells real good. This Hacivat is not quite as smoky as Invictus, and it has a little something in it that gives it a little bit more of a clean feel than Invictus. But so I honestly would compare this more to Cedroc Boise or Eros Energy or Mont Blanc Explorer as opposed to Invictus, but they're all in the same vein and in the same wheelhouse. But this is one that if you have in your collection, you can definitely spray on and it will help you beat the heat because it is a good performer. And again, also some of those that I just mentioned, Club de Nuit Man Intense, that's a great one to wear in this heat. I did mention Mont Blanc Explorer, that's a great one. I don't get the best performance out of that one, but it's still a good one. Eros Energy is one of my favorites, as it was in one of my other videos. And Cedroc Boise. I mean, and if you have Elysium, that's another one that you can pull out and wear in this heat and help you beat it. I don't get the best performance from Elysium, but I've heard some people say that they do. Whether I get the best performance from it or not, it is an absolutely beautiful fragrance and I love it. If I'm being honest with you, I prefer that one over all the fragrances that I just named. It's just, for me, the performance on my skin versus the price is just not worth it. So I've stayed away from it. I do have some decants that I got from Scentbird, and I love them, but you know, it is what it is. But from the house of Nishane Hacivat, this is a beautiful, smooth, citrus, sort of creamy fragrance that you can wear this time of the year, and it is really, really good. This next one, from the house of Champions. It is from the house of Paco, or Rabanne now, and this is from the Invictus line, and it is Invictus Parfum. And I think this one is a nice one to wear this time of the year because it's a performer. It is a performer. And you have to think, and you may be saying, Trey, why would you pull that one out? Well, you have to think. Most of these Invictuses are based upon the platform of aquatics. And they all have that blue sort of aquatic vibe to them. And this one is no different. Does it smell good? Yes. Is it sweet? Yes. And sweet fragrances work well in the heat. The reason the sweet fragrances are so popular, in my humble opinion, is because there's never not a time to wear a sweet fragrance. It's never too hot and it's never too cold. If it's 10 degrees outside, you can spray on the sweetest fragrance you got, go out there and that bad boy is going to pump. Same thing with the heat. You can wear a sweet fragrance in the heat and it's going to pump. It's going to pump off of your skin. And I think this one right here is just right. You get a little bit of sweetness, you get a little bit of that blue, you get a little bit of that aquaticness, and it all mixes very, very well and does well with this fragrance. If you have this one, consider it. Consider giving it a spray and wearing it on a nice hot day, and tell me how it performs for you. It does really, really well for me in this type of heat, and I like it. It's a good smelling fragrance, mass appealing, and I may just make that my work scent of the day. Nobody's gonna tell you that you smell bad with this fragrance on. I'm just telling you, they're just not. And this another one, this next one from my collection out of this 5 fabulous fragrances. This one was super hyped when it first came out. It took off like a rocket ship. I did what Stevie said, you took me riding on a rocket straight to the top, about a half a mile from heaven. Versace's Dylan Blue. Same. Man, that Hacivat. That Hacivat is doing it. If you can find that fragrance on places like Joma Shop and get it at a really good price, I suggest you do so. And it's a good fragrance to have this time of the year. Is if you get that, you can make that a daily driver from now until the end of summer. But anyway, back to Dylan Blue. This fragrance right here was super hyped when it first came out, and then it just kind of dropped. It just kind of dropped off. And I hate when that happens because this is a really good fragrance. It didn't stop being good because other fragrances came out. And we've got to knock that off. We got to knock it off. We've got to knock off the preconceived notion that everything that comes out is better. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But nonetheless, this one right here is a nice blue, clean, but not soapy type of scent. It's a fresh blue. And I know you probably didn't think, man, I can wear this one in the heat, but you absolutely 100% can. I promise you, it's not gonna get away from you. It's not gonna come across as too much. And it's not gonna come across as overbearing. It's gonna come off just absolutely right. From the house of Versace, it is Dylan Blue. Now, you have to be careful with this one because it is a monster. It is a performer. It's a projector. Where's my levels on this? About half a bottle? Well, no, more than half a bottle. Yeah, about 3/4 of a bottle because it doesn't take a lot. But this is just a good smelling fragrance, man. And I sprayed this at work because I bought a bottle from a gentleman. I bought this and Givenchy Gentleman only, I think, from him for $30 a bottle. So I couldn't pass them up. And one of the young ladies sprayed this and she was like, oh my God, this smells so good. Fell in love. It's just that type of fragrance. And we have forgotten all about this one. Somebody in the comments, somebody right now watching this video going, I ain't forgot about it. I wear it all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. Good. Keep that up, because it is a great, great fragrance. And it smells as good as anything that I have sprayed on here. That God of Fire, the mango in it is really, really pumping off of my skin. That Hacivat is really pumping. That Invictus, oh man, the blue and Broxony and the sweetness of it is really coming through. But it's so classy though. It's done in just a nice, classy way. Talking about this one, really, really good. And this Dylan Blue is gonna wake up in a minute. Yeah, just a nice, sweet, clean scent to wear in this heat that is not gonna be too much and it's not gonna get away from you. It will do good. You're gonna get compliments and it's gonna stay with you all day. Another one that I think is an absolutely stunner and a beautiful fragrance, and I absolutely love this fragrance, and it's from the house of Haramain, and it is Amber Oud, the gold edition, And I have sprayed this fragrance for many people, both man, woman, child, and everybody that smells this fragrance absolutely loves it. And again, it's one of those that does not take but just a little bit. And this is probably the most affordable fragrance on this list, other than God of Fire from Dapper, because you can pick this up under 50 bucks. And if you shop right at places like Macari, you can pick it up for around 25 to 30 bucks. It's a 60 ml, so it's not the biggest bottle, but you don't need the biggest bottle. High oil concentration, dare I say, extrait to Parfum concentration, smooth, fruity, mango. I think it's a clone of Buddha Pura from Zhuzhov. I don't know what it's cloning, but what I'm telling you is, my guys, listen to me now, believe me later on. Add this to your collection, pair this with the proper JB Butters, and you're going to smell like a rock star. It is a absolutely beautiful, game-changing, winning fragrance. I love this house of Haramain. If something tragic happened and I lost all of my fragrances and I had to start all over again, this would be one of the first places that I started. I would start with Haramain, I would start with Sensual Obsessions, I would start with Dapper, and I would build my fragrance collection up from there. Fragrances like this right here, I would cherry pick. Some of them I would add back to my collection, some of them I wouldn't. And it doesn't mean that they don't smell good, but it's just so many of them are redundant now. I understand I don't really need the entire Invictus line, even though I have a lot of them and I love them. Don't really need all of them. Same thing with my Valentinos. Would I buy all of them again? You know, I guess it just depends on how much money I had. You know, if I had a blank check to just go get what I wanted, but if I honestly had to come up, you know, from the bottom and start all over again, it would be with fragrances like this, honestly. And it would be with fragrances like this. It would be with fragrances that I knew I could get at a really, really affordable price, not break the bank, and know that they were gonna perform good, because some of them I would have to do something I haven't done in a long time, and that's wear the same fragrance twice in a week. Or hell, twice in a month, twice in 6 months, twice in a year. You know, I haven't had to do that in quite a while, unless I just chose to. So I would definitely try to get something like this. But anyway, what you get with this, man, is a very, very smooth, very potent, beautiful, peachy mango fragrance. There is nothing about this fragrance that smells cheap. I've got a friend, his name is Rigo, and he is a super, super picky guy. Very well off type of guy that, you know, pays cash for houses. I mean, he's a very, you know, Rico's got it. He's the only child, so he inherited a lot, but he's done well with that. And he and his wife, they're in their 60s, both retired, just bought a house in Madison, Alabama. very picky individual. I let him smell a lot of fragrances. When I let him smell this, he had to have it. It's like, man, how much that bottle is? And, you know, for somebody like him, now of course, he like everybody else. He's asked about the creeds and the baccarocs and everything, but when he smelled this, I gave him a decant of it. I said, here's your decant of it. And when he smelled the decant, he bought my backup bottle. So listen to me now, believe me later on that one. Beautiful, beautiful smelling fragrance. Smells good, does exactly what it's supposed to do. And all of these will do you good, I promise you. I promise you. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Father's Day is coming up. Any of these would make great Father's Day gifts. And remember, over at Sensual Obsessions, we still have Tray Day available for sale. That is a great signature scent. Great for this time of the year. Will make a great Father's Day gift. So scurry on over to Sensual Obsessions as well and get yourself some Tray Day. That is still a beautiful scent. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. So with that being said, I'm gonna get off of here. Listen, I love you all, and may God bless you all, and thank you so much for being the best part of this channel. Happy Tuesday. I hope your week is off to a great week. Peace. Off to a great start, not great week. Peace.